Kemi was just 10, a quiet little girl who loved to draw. Every day after school, she walked home alone, while the other children laughed and ran with friends. Kemi kept to herself. Not because she didn't want to play, but because home felt different. When Kemi opened the gate, silence greeted her. Her stepmother sat in front of the TV, eyes fixed on the screen. No smile, no "how was school," just the sound of the television. Dinner would be on the table, but no one ever ate with her. She missed her mother, the way Mama used to sing as she plaited her hair, the way the house smelled of stew and warmth. Those memories felt like another life now. Most nights, Kemi sat quietly in her room with her sketchbook. She drew the things she remembered: Mama's face, the house when it was full of love. Sometimes, her stepmother would call her, but only when there was a chore to be done. Never a hug, never a story, just silence or instructions. At school, Kemi's teacher, Miss Titi, noticed something wasn't right. The girl who once shared her drawings now kept her head down. She barely spoke. Miss Titi watched her closely, waiting for the right moment. One afternoon, Miss Titi knelt beside her and said, "Kemi, is everything okay at home?" At first, Kemi stayed silent. Her fingers curled around her pencil. Then slowly, tears filled her eyes. She whispered, "I don't like being there. I miss my mommy." Miss Titi held her gently. "You're very brave for telling me, Kemi. You did the right thing." She didn't push her for more. She just listened, and that made all the difference. That same evening, the school called her father. When he arrived, he was quiet. He listened, and for the first time in a long time, he truly looked at his daughter. Later that night, he sat beside Kemi and said, "I'm sorry, my child. I didn't see how alone you felt." Things began to change. Her father adjusted his schedule. Her stepmother stayed distant, but now, Kemi wasn't invisible anymore. And every week, she spoke with the school counselor. Someone who helped her turn her pen into pictures, her silence into words. Weeks passed, then months. The drawings changed. They were no longer full of shadows, but sunshine, trees, smiling faces. One day, Kemi walked up to Miss Titi and said, "Thank you for seeing me." Miss Titi smiled. "You're stronger than you know, Kemi. Sometimes, the loudest cries are the quietest. Listen to the silence. Believe the unspoken. And always, always, make a child feel seen." If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe for more real-life stories that matter. Because every child deserves